Welcome back to the college football betting locks and predictions, and let's get right into it with a recap of last week. We went undefeated on the game picks. Let's start with the TCU Baylor game. Saw this one great. TCU did win outright, but that's why we took Baylor +3 on that crazy end of game sequence. Could have gone to overtime. We were happy that it didn't for the cover, but TCU is able to stay undefeated there. Coastal Carolina, Virginia is a draw as that game was postponed after the shooting that happened. We selected that lock in advance. And Ole Miss at Arkansas. We had Arkansas +3.5 and they run away with it. Tell your bookie to keep the points there. We also had our under 59.5. Not really sure why I got into this play. Honestly, it was our first over-under of the season. Doesn't hit after Ole Miss rattles off 21 points in the fourth after not really doing anything the whole game. So that one doesn't hit for us. Then USC prevails at UCLA in a thriller there. Faded the sharp action, but it worked out for us there. Trojans prevail and lock themselves in the Pac-12 championship game. Finally, Utah at Oregon. Oregon prevails as Bo Nix plays. In that one, I think it closed at Oregon -1, but we get it anyways. So let's get into the Week 13 locks here, and we're starting with the big game, Michigan at Ohio State, and we are taking the Buckeyes -8. So much of the action is on Michigan right now, but I can't really say that either of these teams looked all that impressive last week. If anything, Michigan looked worse without their running back, and Ohio State was on the road at Maryland, which played Michigan to a pretty close game as well. I think Ohio State bounces back, wins by 8+. Remember that Tennessee-Georgia game? It's giving me flashbacks. Everyone was on Tennessee, including us. I'm learning this time. I think Ohio State is a much better team. Give me the Buckeyes -8. It's a large number for a rivalry game, but I think a late score will get this done, or it'll just be a straight blowout. We'll see where this number moves over the course of the week. Oregon at Oregon State in the Civil War. We're going to take the other OSU here +3.5. Oregon State has been solid all season, and these rivalries are always close. They pump in the noise there in Corvallis, and they'll have a packed stadium for this very important game for them. Oregon, I don't think that they can keep up what they've been doing in these close games. Of course, they lost to Washington, but last week they played pretty sloppy against a good Utah team, but I think Oregon State is ready to prove it against someone at home. Give me the Beavers +3.5. Then, you might call me crazy, but we're taking Texas A&M here +10. They look terrible the last few weeks. All the action is on LSU. I think only 3% of the bets are on Texas A&M right now, but I think that they'll keep this within 10. LSU is not a good football team. This is a rivalry matchup. This is a trap game written all over it. I see Texas A&M at least keeping it close within the 10, if not winning outright. Trust me on this one, guys. Our penultimate pick here, Notre Dame at USC. Give me the Trojans once again. Their O-line played great, even in the absence of their starting running back, Travis Dye. I like USC to hammer Notre Dame in this one. Notre Dame has played very well the last few weeks. They always get after it on the special team side, but I think that USC will be able to handle them. Notre Dame's offense is not great, so I like USC here at home. Then Washington at Wazoo, another rivalry matchup in the Pac-12 here. We're going to take Wazoo +3.5. Washington's been rolling. Washington State is ready for a bounce back to end Washington's Pac-12 hopes a little early in this Apple Cup. Give me the Palouse here +3.5. Thank you for watching. Please be sure to like and subscribe to the channel.